with METI. He's there with his team of ISM CEO Akash, and also the additional secretary, Mr. Bhunesh. Though he's not there, he has been also very supportive. It's my privilege again to welcome Sanjay Mehrotra, the CEO of Micron, the company who has more than 50,000 patents, and the CEO himself has more than 70 patents. With him on our side, the statement on having state-of-the-art quality is made, and the vision of our national leader, Honorable Prime Minister, who has given a vision for global technological value chain, is also perfectly synced with him, as well as Mr. Ajit Manocha, the CEO of SEMA USA, also being on our side. Also here with us are some of the eminent panelists, and I would like to name a few. Mr. Jeffrey Chun is here. Mrs. Nandini Tandon is here, who is bringing Silicon Valley and connecting us with Silicon Valley. We also have the team from Micron, the team from ArcelorMittal. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, dignified delegates. They are sitting here, the media, and ladies and gentlemen. With this welcome remarks, I would just like to briefly make some opening remarks, mainly related to the policy framework that has been put in place at Government of India and Government of Gujarat level. Along with that, the initiatives for building the industrial infrastructure as well as capacity building for the human resources. It's very humbling to have such a comprehensive policy framework perfectly synchronizing at Government of India level and Government of Gujarat level, and to ensure that such a strong response from the industry side is ensured. And our job is almost done with such a robust policy framework that takes care of not only the capital expenditure, semiconductor and electronics being a capital-intensive industry, but at the same time, following the footsteps of Government of India, Government of Gujarat has also ensured that we also put in our bit for supporting the huge capital requirement for this segment, as well as ensuring the utilities, efficient utilities at reasonable tariff, and taking care of OPEX to incentivize the companies like Micron and many others to be here in India, in Gujarat, and deepen the ecosystem required for this sector. Our policy framework is not limited to that. We are integrating it with the cutting-edge technology that we are seeing is, again, the disruptive transformation has continued with that. So we are very much there with policy framework for AI, ML, IoT, supporting Industry 4.0, 5.0, and the automation of industrial footprints in Gujarat. With this, again, it's very important and pivotal that capacity building, especially of human resources, is taken care. I would like to humbly mention that the human resources that Gujarat has been understated so far. As an epitome of modern Gujarat, we have late Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and among us is also sitting the Global Senior Vice President of NVIDIA, Mr. Shankar Trivedi, who is also from Ahmedabad. So these are just to point the kind of talents we have. Gujarat has made huge stride in giving a pool of professionals ranging from finance to medical and to other professional fields as well. And with the kind of molding and finishing that we are planning for them, in partnership with academia and industry, with IIT Gandhinagar on our side, Gujarat Technological University there, and such a prominent industry leaders with us. The talent of Gujarat is all set to shine. In addition, I would also like to mention the world-class industrial infrastructure that we are building, and the pointers to that can be spatial investment region that is coming up at Dholera, the kind of utilities that we are providing in terms of water and electricity is, I would like to mention that it is nothing less than unparalleled in India. Some pointers to this can be the Japanese industrial township at Mandal Becharaji, the GIDC that we have set up at Sanand, along with social infrastructure and recreational facilities that are also coming up. So with all these things put together, I'm sure that today's deliberations and discussions will help us take this entire cutting-edge technology sectors deeper and expanding them further in Gujarat, in India, for global value chain of technology, and to have Viksit Gujarat for Viksit Bharat. Jai Hind, Jai Jai Garvi Gujarat.
Thank you, Madam, for the welcome remarks. Today, we are honored to have with us a veteran of the semiconductor industry, Mr. Sanjay Mehrotra, President and CEO, Micron Technology. Sir, we now invite you for your keynote address.
Namaskar. I would like to begin by thanking Prime Minister Modi ji for his vision to make India self-reliant in semiconductors. I also want to thank Ashwini Vaishnav ji for relentlessly pursuing this vision, Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji for enabling a conducive ecosystem for the development of semiconductor industry in Gujarat. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank ISM, DST, and all the central and state government officials and agencies who have supported Micron's efforts to establish India's first memory assembly and test facility. Thank you, Mona ji, Krishnan ji, Berry ji, for your leadership and support in supporting the semiconductor ecosystem. And thank you, Rajkumar ji, as well, for attention to Micron's efforts here. I'm truly honored to be here today among these great technology and government leaders to discuss opportunities for India to build and grow a strong semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem. Vibrant Gujarat is an important forward-looking forum to discuss the visionary ideas critical for India, its growth as a semiconductor power. Never has the opportunity been greater. And I think we can feel it all here in Vibrant Gujarat event. I want to actually also congratulate all of the team that has put this world-class, mind-blowing event. So thank you for giving us all this opportunity. So throughout the world, semiconductors are at the forefront of nearly every economic discussion. And that interest is an illustration of the great importance of semiconductors to our daily life. Today's economy is driven by innovative technologies that make information more accessible, more effective, and more useful. McKinsey, in fact, estimates that by 2030, global semiconductor industry is poised to surpass $1 trillion. The semiconductors we build at Micron, memory chips, handle the data that makes computing so valuable, and never have memory and storage been more important. Data-centric solutions are creating greater demand for memory, from powerful data centers to intelligent edge devices like advanced automobiles, to millions of personal client devices. And all these applications are being accelerated by burgeoning AI applications that require fast access to more and more data. So simply put, as AI becomes bigger, the demand for memory only becomes bigger. Memory manufacturing is part of every vibrant semiconductor ecosystem in the world. And so too will it begin here with vibrant Gujarat, showing the way for India's first large-scale semiconductor assembly and test site. Micron is one of the world's largest semiconductor companies and the leader in memory and storage technology and products. Our innovations have been at the heart of computing systems for more than 4 decades. The world and its advanced computing systems require continual innovation in memory, and our teams lead the way. Over 45 years now, we have registered nearly 55,000 patents. We produce approximately 6 million wafers, silicon 12-inch wafers, and 3 billion parts every year, a number that will continue to grow. As I said before, as AI gets bigger, demand for memory gets bigger. And this is all driven not just by AI, but the trends of autonomous, IoT, smart cities, smart factories, smart devices, smart everything, where data is important and memory is critical. And I'm proud to say that our team in India is a key part of that success and innovation that Micron has delivered. We have built a team of more than 3,000 here in India, in Bangalore and Hyderabad, just in last few years, engineers that are driving our product, our IT systems, and our operational excellence. In fact, our engineering teams here are critical to products that are shaping the AI revolution. Our DRAM engineering team here helped create our industry's fastest, largest capacity, high bandwidth memory, which is essential to generative AI innovation. Our engineers in India have added nearly 1,000 patents, inventions to Micron's IP portfolio since 2017. We are very proud of this team. The tremendous progress that we have made in setting up these R&D and operations capabilities in just a few years gives us confidence that we will have the same success as we build our new manufacturing site here in Gujarat. In June, we announced plans to build a world-class memory assembly and test facility here in Gujarat. I'm grateful to the Indian government and all of the officials involved that made this investment possible. Our facility will be the first of its kind in India. The site will take advanced DRAM and NAND memory wafers from Micron's fabs worldwide and transform them into finished products, integrated circuit packages, them to customers around the world. So Gujarat will be a tremendous complement to Micron's existing assembly sites in China, in Singapore, Malaysia, and Taiwan, as we grow our capabilities worldwide to meet future demand. The clean room will be temperature, humidity, and particle-controlled environment to a level never seen in India before. And this is, of course, necessary for managing the complex process involved with semiconductor assembly, module manufacturing, and testing. Going along with this leading-edge manufacturing will be leading-edge AI, ML, advanced manufacturing, control systems that will make Micron's Ahmedabad site the most cutting-edge production facility in the country, and on par with the most advanced facilities anywhere in the world. We estimate that this project will create 5,000 new direct Micron jobs, plus an additional 15,000 community jobs over the coming years. Manufacturing has the ability to touch lives and uplift communities in a way that software and services growth in the past 30 years have not. More people in more communities can benefit from strengthening India's participation in the global supply chain. We have begun phased construction of our assembly and test plant, and we are proud to partner with Tata Projects, a leading Indian construction management company. The first phase, which will include 500,000 square feet of planned clean room space, will become operational in early 2025. We will ramp capacity over time in line with global demand trends. A second phase is expected to start in the second half of the decade. We also have begun hiring for critical positions and already have hired nearly 200 of our team members here in Sanand. Some of these 200 initial hires are already undergoing training in our Malaysia facility, as well as the Mohali SCL Center. We will continue hiring throughout calendar 2024. The combined investment by Micron and the government over the course of both phases could reach up to $2.75 billion US. Government support will help fund the project and also facilitate access to essential semiconductor infrastructure and resources, which will drive innovation and enhance local talent development. I want to once again express our deep appreciation for the support from Prime Minister Modi and the central government, as well as the state government of Gujarat. We picked this region because your work has created a strong manufacturing infrastructure here, a conducive business environment, and a well-established talent pipeline. This facility and thousands of jobs it will help create would not be possible without your support and investment. We see our investment helping initiate a cluster of semiconductor investment, building momentum that will benefit India's manufacturing goals. We are hopeful this investment will help catalyze other investments in the sector, strengthen indigenous manufacturing capability, encourage innovation, and support broader job creation. In fact, one of the first examples of our ecosystem partners in building the cluster is our good friend Jeffrey Chun, who announced yesterday that Simtech from Korea will also be building a plant to support Micron's initiatives in Sanand. Thank you, Jeffrey. But this is one of the first. I'm sure there will be more to follow in terms of ecosystem partners in support of Micron. And as these clusters are developed, they will necessitate further investment in the logistics and physical infrastructure needed to support semiconductor supply chain. Developing a local semiconductor supply chain will be a critical advantage as India's economy grows and develops. We see specific market opportunities in India in the years ahead that will be well served by this stronger manufacturing base. The significant physical infrastructure developments semiconductors will drive will pair with the digital infrastructure developments accelerated by initiatives like Digital India, which is driving a rapid digitization in citizen services and economic access. These physical infrastructure developments essential to building and strengthening the semiconductor ecosystem will benefit not only semiconductor industry, but will also benefit all business sectors across the Indian economy. And along with infrastructure developments, policies and practices at the state and central level that are focused on ease of doing business will further accelerate the ecosystem development. Finally, we see a great opportunity to further tap into the strong technology talent base here in India. The Sanand Industrial Park, where our site will be located, has an excellent reputation for its well-established talent pipeline. We are looking forward to the impact our hires in Gujarat will have for Micron in the years ahead. I have no doubt that our team here will differentiate themselves as Micron continues to advance leading-edge memory technologies. There is also opportunity. While more than 100 Indian institutions provide a semiconductor design curriculum, hardly any focus on semiconductor manufacturing and process technology. A significant global demand exists for manufacturing engineers and technicians. I see immense opportunity in India to meet that demand by providing hands-on training for engineers and technicians. Micron is driving strategic partnership across multiple universities here in India and developing frameworks for student and faculty engagement courses and training in semiconductor subjects. In fact, we'll be partnering with NAMTech, with Arsenal Mittal, with respect to its focus on developing the manufacturing workforce here in India, and we are very pleased for that opportunity. What we discussed today is possible due to the support and vision of India's leaders. Micron's project here in Gujarat will accelerate the momentum for the country's growing high-tech manufacturing base. Soon, Made in India will be proudly etched on leading-edge memory and storage solutions that transform how the world uses information, how the world uses data to enrich lives for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for MOU exchange. This MOU will be between Government of Gujarat and Simtech India Private Limited. Simtech, a Korean company, manufactures substrate for PCB and an ecosystem partner of Micron Technology. We now request Ms. Mona Khandar, Principal Secretary, DST, Government of Gujarat, and Mr. Jeffrey Chun, CEO, Simtech, for the MOU exchange. This is the beginning of a domestic semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem. The total proposed investment for the project is more than rupees 1,250 crore and will generate more than 1,000 direct and indirect opportunities in Gujarat. Thank you. The next MOU exchange will be between Micron and NAMTech. Micron Technology, one of the world's largest semiconductor companies, and the New Age Makers Institute of Technology, NAMTech, and ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India Education Initiative have formalized an MOU to partner on advancing the development of the world-class talent pipeline required to propel India's semiconductor manufacturing ambitions. We now request And the next MOU will be between Cisco and NAMTech. We now invite Mr. Harish Krishnan, Managing Director and Chief Policy Officer, Cisco India and SAARC. And from NAMTech, Mr. Arun Kumar Pillai, Director General NAMTech, and Mr. Sanjay Sharma, Board Member NAMTech, to please come upon the stage for exchange of MOU. Cisco, one of the leading digital communication technology companies, and the NAMTech have formalized an MOU to create academic programs focused on developing cybersecurity, networking, and AI experiential learning. Thank you and congratulations to all. Today, the world is admiring the speed at which India has been changing its railway, communication and technology landscape. We may call it a miracle or revolution, but behind it lies a strong determination, analysis, perseverance and efficient implementation. And all these are synonyms to Honorable Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnavji. We would now request Honorable Union Minister for Railways, Communications and Electronics and IT, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav, to share his valuable thoughts.
केम छो? थोड़ा और जोश के साथ होना चाहिए. केम छो? केम छो? गुड. ये हुई ना वाइब्रेंट गुजरात. वाइब्रेंट गुजरात मतलब रियल में वाइब्रेंट गुजरात होना चाहिए ना. गुड. ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब, ऑनरेबल डिग्निटरीज ऑन द डायस, मैं सभी के नाम अलग से नहीं पढ़ रहा हूं, सबको फॉर्मल वेलकम किया गया एंड आई रिकॉग्नाइज ऑल द गुड कंट्रीब्यूशन दैट ईच वन ऑफ यू हैव डन. आज का दिन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है. वाइब्रेंट गुजरात की जब शुरुआत हुई थी, उसके पीछे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का एक विजन था. वो विजन था कि किस तरह से गुजरात में नई टेक्नोलॉजी, नए एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, एक इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ और टेक्नोलॉजिकल ग्रोथ की किस तरह से एक टोटली नया मॉडल बने और टोटल उसकी एक किस तरह से कंटिन्यूअस इंप्रूवमेंट होता जाए. आज अमृत काल का पहला वाइब्रेंट गुजरात है और इस अमृत काल के वाइब्रेंट गुजरात में जिस तरह के एमओयूज हुए, जिस तरह के अग्रीमेंट्स हुए, वो दिखाता है कैसे गुजरात और कैसे भारत 2047 में विकसित भारत बनने के लिए आज से तैयारी कर रहा है. कल टाटा ने अपने पहले फैब का अनाउंसमेंट किया जो कि लगेगा धोलेरा में. हजीरा में 24 मिलियन टन स्टील प्लांट का कल अग्रीमेंट हुआ. ये एक ऐसे बड़े माइलस्टोन्स हैं, ऐसे बड़े माइलस्टोन्स हैं जो कि गुजरात और पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए गौरव वाले माइलस्टोन्स हैं. और ये प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का विकसित भारत के लिए जो विजन है, उस विजन का फाउंडेशन का काम ये सब है. ये फाउंडेशन के ऊपर ही भारत विकसित भारत बनेगा. मैं साथियों आप सबको बहुत अभिनंदन करना चाहता हूं और विशेषकर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल जी और आपकी टीम को किस तेजी के साथ आपने काम किया कि आज दुनिया में कहीं पर भी जाएं, एक सिर गर्व के साथ ऊपर करके हम बात करते हैं कि मोदी साहब ने अमेरिका में जून के महीने में एमओयू साइन किया, माइक्रॉन का अग्रीमेंट अप्रूव किया और सितंबर के महीने में फैक्ट्री का कंस्ट्रक्शन चालू हो गया. 90 दिन के अंदर अंदर. ये साहब आपका बहुत बड़ा इस सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन के लिए इतना बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है, जिस कंट्रीब्यूशन का मूल्य, जिसका मूल्य हम लगा नहीं सकते, तोल नहीं सकते, माप नहीं सकते. आपके इस काम से हम सबको, जो भी दुनिया में किसी भी सेमीकंडक्टर कंपनी के साथ बात करते हैं, वी कैन से विद प्राइड दैट वी हैव गवर्नमेंट्स, वी हैव ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस व्हिच कैन एग्जीक्यूट आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स विजन. आपके इस काम के लिए मैं आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं. मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं माइक्रॉन की टीम को. घोष आप हैं, संजय साहब आप हैं, आपकी पूरी टीम, जिस जज्बे के साथ आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन के काम को हाथ में लिया है और जिस तेजी के साथ, जिस मेटिकुलस प्लानिंग के साथ टैलेंट डेवलपमेंट का काम आपने लिया है, वो पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस दिलाता है कि 2024 में पहली मेड इन इंडिया मेमोरी चिप गुजरात में माइक्रॉन के प्लांट से निकलेगी। आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। स्पेशल थैंक्स टू यू एंड योर एंटायर टीम। थैंक यू माइक्रॉन। मैं और भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा जो इकोसिस्टम पार्टनर्स हैं जिनको आप लेके आए यहां पर। We all know semiconductor manufacturing is a very, very complex thing. ऐसी complexity में it's very important to get all the ecosystem partners in place. So the first unit brings the ecosystem partners, gets on to the learning curve. ये जो आपने contribution किया है इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन में और प्रधानमंत्री जी के विजन में, उसके लिए भी मैं माइक्रॉन को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। आपके इस कंट्रीब्यूशन से अगले यूनिट्स के लिए एक बेस तैयार हो गया। थैंक यू फॉर दैट। और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा नामटेक को, दैट यू हैव टेकन अप द मैंटल फॉर डेवलपिंग टैलेंट। दैट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज ये कॉम्प्लेक्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेसेस हैं। दीज आर रियली कॉम्प्लेक्स। मैं शायद कहीं पे एक जगह दिखा रहा था कि ये नाखून की जो नोक है ना, इसका भी 1,00,000 गुना बारीक काम सेमीकंडक्टर में होता है। इतना बारीक, इतना फाइन काम यहां पर होता है सेमीकंडक्टर की इंडस्ट्री में। उसके लिए जो आप टैलेंट डेवलप कर रहे हो वो अपने आप में बहुत ही सराहनीय है। मैं नामटेक को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि आपने ये जिम्मेदारी ली और इस जिम्मेदारी को आपसे बढ़कर शायद और कोई नहीं कर पाता। तो आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं एक और रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा माइक्रॉन से। सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री में कंटिन्यूअसली रिसर्च करना पड़ता है, कंटिन्यूअसली नई से नई चीजों को देखना पड़ता है, ढूंढना पड़ता है, वैलिडेट करना पड़ता है। तो इसके लिए एक सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस खोला जाना चाहिए। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि आईआईटी गांधीनगर में सेमीकंडक्टर का सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस खोलें। वी विल पुट इन वॉट एवर रिसोर्सेज आर रिक्वायर्ड टू बी पुट इन। आप उसमें नॉलेज पार्टनर बनिए और साथ में जिन लोगों को भी ला सकते हैं उन लोगों को लेके आइए, so that we can create an ecosystem for R&D, for validating new ideas and for taking the entire journey to a next level. ये मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा। आईआईटी गांधीनगर में मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से भी रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा, अगर आपका अप्रूवल हो तो इस काम को जल्दी से आगे बढ़ा लेंगे। धन्यवाद। मैं गुजरात की एक और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट आपके सामने रखना चाहूंगा, एंड दिस इज माय एड्रेस टू द एंटायर ग्लोबल सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री। वी ऑल नो दैट द वे आवर planet has to be preserved, the way the environmental concerns are today at the top of the policy making, the power which goes into manufacturing is going to be very important. Everybody in the world is today demanding increased percentage of green power in the manufacturing processes. Gujarat is a state which has taken a very bold step of setting up a 30,000 megawatt green power hub, a green power cluster. Imagine the magnitude of this. Today, the world's largest green power hub or a cluster or a plant, let me call it a cluster, is of the order of 5 to 7,000 megawatt. This will be 30,000 megawatt in one single location. And the work is already going on. This means globally this green power cluster will become the biggest, the largest in the entire world. Imagine, this is the kind of work which is being done here. So my request to the entire semiconductor industry across the world is, take advantage of this. This is a great opportunity for you to manufacture products which will have green power, and it's possible to have 100% green power for your manufacturing processes. And that's going to give you a huge advantage. Please take note of this while you are making your next investment decision. The second point I would like to mention here again to the global community is that semiconductor industry is going to require about 1 million more talent in the next 5 to 7 to, or let's say 7 to 10 years, next decade. This 1 million strong talent will come from India. This 1 million strong talent is today part of our semiconductor mission's biggest goal, and we have already tied up with 104 universities and institutions for developing BTech, MTech, PhD level talent, and we have also tied up with institutions which give excellent training for the clean room, for managing a semiconductor plant, for making sure that the quality processes are there. So this 1 million plus talent will come from India, is my request, is my point to all the global industry leaders present here and listening on the internet, that this is the second big advantage you will get in India. So please take note of these two advantages, and when you make your next investment decision, your natural choice will be Bharat, your natural choice will be Gujarat. I once again congratulate the government of Gujarat for this excellent, very well organized, vibrant Gujarat, and I'll also request all the participants to take some time out and visit the stall where at scale bullet train has been installed. Because the bullet train project is going on at a very, very rapid pace. इतनी तेजी से विजन है, मुंबई से अहमदाबाद को बुलेट ट्रेन से जोड़ के एक देश में नई मिसाल कायम करने का, ये आपके सहयोग के कारण ही आज इतना संभव हो पाया है कि 270 किलोमीटर 270 किलोमीटर्स काम प्रैक्टिकली कंप्लीट हो गया है, और 2026 में पहली बुलेट सूरत से बिलीमोरा के बीच में चलने की पूरी तैयारी है। खुश हो? बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरे साथ बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister Sir, for your important remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, you may use the headsets provided to you. Please select channel 1 for English. Thank you. Gujarat is spearheading the growth story of India on all fronts. From industries to infrastructure, from agriculture to academics, from housing to healthcare, and from sports to semiconductors, Gujarat has consistently remained the growth engine of India. We now invite Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, for the inaugural address.
વાઇબ્રન્ટ ગુજરાત ગ્લોબલ સમિટ 2024 અંતર્ગત આયોજિત સેમિકન્ડક્ટર એન્ડ ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક સેમિનારના ઉદ્ઘાટન સત્રમાં આપણી સૌની સાથે મંચ ઉપર ઉપસ્થિત કેન્દ્રીય મંત્રી શ્રી અશ્વિનીજી વૈષ્ણવ, માઇક્રોન કંપનીના સીઈઓ શ્રી સંજય મહેરોત્રા, સેમી કંપનીના સીઈઓ શ્રી અજીત મનોચા, સિનિયર ડેપ્યુટી ડાયરેક્ટર મેટી શ્રી તનાકા કાઝુસિંગે, નીતિ આયોગના વાઇસ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ શ્રી સુમન બેરીજી, મુખ્ય સચિવ શ્રી રાજકુમારજી, કેન્દ્રીય સચિવ શ્રી એસ કૃષ્ણનજી, રાજ્યના અગ્ર સચિવ શ્રીમતી મોના ખંધાર, આમંત્રિત ઉદ્યોગ જગતના સૌ મહાનુભાવો, ઉપસ્થિત અધિકારીગણ, પ્રેસ મીડિયાના મિત્રો, સૌને મારા નમસ્કાર. ગુજરાતમાં છે એવું લાગે છે ને? વિશ્વના સૌથી લોકપ્રિય નેતા અને ભારતના યશસ્વી વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીએ 2003માં ગુજરાતના મુખ્યમંત્રી તરીકે શરૂ કરેલી વાયબ્રન્ટ સમિટની પરંપરા તેના 10મા પડાવે પહોંચી છે. ગુજરાત ગોઈંગ ગ્લોબલથી શરૂ કરાયેલી વાયબ્રન્ટ સમિટની ઉત્તરોત્તર સફળતાએ આજે ગુજરાતને ગ્લોબલ પ્લેટફોર્મ ફોર નેટવર્કિંગ એન્ડ નોલેજ શેરિંગ બનાવ્યું છે. હવે ભવિષ્યના વિશ્વ તરફ દ્રષ્ટિ રાખીને ગેટવે ટુ ધ ફ્યુચર થીમ સાથે આવશ્યક એવા વિષયોને વાયબ્રન્ટ સમિટ 2024માં આવરી લેવામાં આવ્યા છે. આજનો આ સેમિનાર એ જ કડીમાં વધુ એક કદમ છે અને સેમિકન્ડક્ટર અને ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક સેક્ટર પર ફોકસ્ડ છે. ભારતમાં ટેકનોલોજીનો ઝડપથી વ્યાપ વધી રહ્યો છે. હેલ્થ, એગ્રીકલ્ચર કે લોજિસ્ટિક્સ, માનવ જીવનને સ્પર્શતા તમામ સેક્ટર્સમાં સ્માર્ટ ટેકનોલોજી યુઝેસ વધી રહ્યા છે. ઇન્ટરનેટ ઓફ થિંગ્સ એન્ડ આર્ટિફિશિયલ ઇન્ટેલિજન્સ ડે ટુ ડે લાઈફમાં સામેલ થઈ રહ્યા છે. આ તમામ અત્યાધુનિક ટેકનોલોજીના મૂળમાં સેમિકન્ડક્ટર, ચિપ્સ અને ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ ગેજેટ્સ છે જ. આજે વિશ્વને રિલાયબલ ટેસ્ટેડ ચિપ સપ્લાય ચેઇનની જરૂર છે. વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીના નેતૃત્વમાં ભારત સેમિકન્ડક્ટર અને ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ માટે વિશ્વને એક મજબૂત સપ્લાય ચેઇન પૂરી પાડવા સજ્જ છે. સેમિકન્ડક્ટર ક્ષેત્રે ગુજરાતને ફ્યુચર રેડી બનાવવાના 2022માં સેમિકન્ડક્ટર પોલિસી જાહેર કરી છે. સેમિકન્ડક્ટર પોલિસી જાહેર કરનારું ભારતનું પ્રથમ રાજ્ય ગુજરાત છે. આ પોલિસી હેઠળ માઇક્રોન સેમિકન્ડક્ટર પ્લાન્ટનું ₹22,500 કરોડના રોકાણ સાથે નિર્માણ કાર્ય શરૂ કર્યું છે. અમે સેમિકન્ડક્ટર સેક્ટરને પ્રોત્સાહિત પ્રમોટ કરવાના અમારા કમિટમેન્ટ માટે કટિબદ્ધ છીએ. માત્ર એક જ સપ્તાહમાં માઇક્રોનને સાણંદમાં જમીન ફાળવીને અમે પ્રતિબદ્ધતાનું ઉદાહરણ પૂરું પાડ્યું છે. ગુજરાત ગ્રીનફિલ્ડ સ્માર્ટ સિટી ધોલેરામાં પણ સેમિકન્ડક્ટર અને ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ નિર્માણ માટે પ્લગ એન્ડ પ્લે ફેસિલિટી અવેલેબલ છે. વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીના નેતૃત્વમાં ભારતના સેમિકન્ડક્ટર પ્રોગ્રામને સફળ બનાવીને ગુજરાત દેશનું સેમિકન્ડક્ટર હબ બનવા તત્પર છે. એઆઈ, આઈટી, બાયોટેક, ફિનટેક, ડ્રોન, સેમિકન્ડક્ટર વિશ્વના ઉભરતા કોઈ પણ ક્ષેત્રમાં જુઓ તો ગુજરાત તેમાં લીડ લીધી છે. ગુજરાત પોલિસી ડ્રીવન સ્ટેટ છે અને અમે દરેક ક્ષેત્રના વિકાસ માટે સુગ્રથિત નીતિઓ બનાવી છે. ઇઝ ઓફ ડુઇંગ બિઝનેસ અને ગવર્મેન્ટ ફેસિલિટી એ માત્ર વિચાર નહીં, હકીકત છે. ઉત્પાદન ક્ષેત્રે ગુજરાત દેશનું અગ્રણી રાજ્ય છે. ગુજરાતે પેટ્રોકેમિકલ, ફાર્મા અને ઓટોમોબાઈલ ક્ષેત્રે મોટી સિદ્ધિઓ હાંસલ કરી છે. હવે આપણું લક્ષ્ય ફ્યુચર રેડી ઇન્ડિયા માટે ફ્યુચર રેડી ગુજરાત બનાવવાનું છે અને તે માટે સેમિકન્ડક્ટર, ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ જેવા નવા યુગના ઉભરતા ક્ષેત્રો પર અમે ભાર આપી રહ્યા છીએ. આવા મહત્વના સેક્ટરમાં સેલ્ફ સફિશિયન્ટ કેળવવા વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીએ આત્મનિર્ભરતાનો મંત્ર આપ્યો છે. આત્મનિર્ભર ભારતની મુહિમને કારણે આજે ભારતમાં ઘણી અશક્ય બાબતો શક્ય બની છે, જેના આપ સૌ પણ સાક્ષી છો. એક સમય મોટાભાગના ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ ગેજેટ અને મોબાઈલ ફોનની આયાત કરનારો ભારત આદરણીય મોદીજીના નેતૃત્વમાં હવે સ્માર્ટફોન એક્સપોર્ટ કરતો દેશ બની ગયો છે. આ સફળતા પાછળ મુખ્ય કારણો ઔદ્યોગિક ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર, લોજિસ્ટિક ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર, કનેક્ટિવિટીમાં વધારો અને કોમ્પ્લાયન્સ બર્ડનમાં ઘટાડો છે. સેમિકન્ડક્ટર એન્ડ ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ ઉદ્યોગકારોને PLI જેવી સ્કીમનો લાભ આપીને વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીએ ભારતમાં આ ક્ષેત્રના વિકાસ માટે નવી દિશા ખોલી છે. આ દિશામાં આગળ વધતા વિકસિત ગુજરાતથી વિકસિત ભારતના નિર્માણની યાત્રામાં યોગદાન આપવા માટેનું વિચાર બંધન આ સેમિનારને વધુ સામર્થ્યવાન બનાવશે એવો મને વિશ્વાસ છે. ગુજરાત સેમિકન્ડક્ટર અને ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક ક્ષેત્રે એક પછી એક સફળતાઓ હાંસલ કરી રહ્યું છે. વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીની પ્રેરણા અને માર્ગદર્શન તથા આપ સૌના સાથ સહકારથી ગુજરાતને અમૃતકાળમાં ગ્લોબલ ડેસ્ટિનેશન ફોર સેમિકન્ડક્ટર એન્ડ ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક્સ મેન્યુફેક્ચરિંગ બનાવીશું તેવા વિશ્વાસ સાથે વિરમું છું. ભારત માતા કી જય. વંદે માતરમ. જય જય ગરવી ગુજરાત.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for your valuable remarks and guidance. SEMI is the global industry association serving the electronics manufacturing supply chain. We now request our eminent speaker, Mr. Ajit Manocha, President and CEO, SEMI Global, for his address.
Good morning. Namaste. नहीं नमस्ते बोलिए ऊंचा.
We are thankful to you, Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for your august presence and your guidance.